We've got one more thing on our schedule, which is the walking school bus update.
I work for Finger Lakes Health Systems Agency, and I primarily work for the 8 schools receiving funding from the Greater Rochester Health Foundation. The schools in this neighborhood are School 2, 10, 19, and 12 is in the south, but it's pretty close. It's over the bridge. So I work with 4 other schools too, but in this area, it's those schools. We're actively working on building the Safe Routes to School model. We started off with the National Walk to School Day, which was in October of 2013. And we're just trying to build support. Still struggling to find community or parent volunteers that are willing to walk that route with kids in the morning. So I know a lot of seniors or retired people like to walk. So I'm trying to encourage them to walk with the kids of School 2, 10, and 19, just one Wednesday a month. So we're actively working on that. We did a bike rodeo at School 2, 10, and 19 this spring. My foundation also purchased bike racks for all 3 schools to encourage biking to school and help them get locks as well. So we're trying to put our money where our mouth is.
Is that happening? Are kids riding bikes to school?
We're trying to build that. The problem is, that there's no neighborhood schools, so it's a struggle. Yes, so we're trying to work on that as well. I think eventually we might shift to a neighborhood school model, but it needs to be quality schools in all neighborhoods.
Do you support 17?
17 is not one of the 8 grant-funded schools.
Isn't that kind of supposed to be a neighborhood school? No.
I'm not sure, because I don't work at that school.
Yeah.
I think in theory it's supposed to be,
Yeah.
but I only work with the 8 schools that applied and received funding to the Greater Rochester Health Foundation.
What are the other 4?
School 2, I gotta do an order.
Yeah.
2, 10, 12, 19, 33, 43, 46, and 58. And it's a great program if you're involved with schools. I know you're a teacher. Make a proposal. It's a $350,000 grant over 3 years that buys recess equipment, pays for a grant coordinator in a building that oversees the grant. School 19 has bought stationary bikes. They bought Zumba equipment. It's a great opportunity. So I encourage all schools to at least apply for that grant. So we're really looking for volunteers at the Safe Routes School. We've been trying to partner with Buffalo. They have a pretty strong model, and they face the same barriers we face, but they've been more successful because of the neighborhood involvement. And so many people I see walking in the morning, they just kind of walk with their kids to school. So we're working on that. And on a different note, so that's kind of wrap up with that. I'll keep giving you information to update. I'll come to some more meetings this summer to help try to round up support. We also did a walkability assessment, which you participated in, as well as Curran, Ms. Curran.
John Curran.
John Curran. And we're trying to think, what are the barriers of walking to school? We noticed in this area by 19, there was poor signage, not the updated lights that flash that would let you know kids are walking. Not enough monitors to watch kids cross the street. Not enough respect of the monitors that are watching kids cross the street. Nothing that let you know the speed at which you're going. And if you go out in the suburbs around the schools, you instantly see all those things. You see the signs that tell you how fast you're going. You see new neon signs. You see ample crossing guards, walkways marked out clearly. So we're doing another round of those assessments this spring, and then we'll take it to the city and try to come up with some things that we can identify and take care of.
Eric, I don't pay attention always to stuff, but when I do pay attention, I drive to work and I go past School 19. there is no school speed limit.
Correct.
Every community that I have ever lived in, there is a reduced speed limit.
Yes.
And I'm looking for it because I expect it to be, and it's not there. I
It's not
can't
there.
believe it.
Right. And those are things that we're trying to address. That those things and so many walkways aren't even marked. So a 7-year-old wouldn't know where to walk. So those are things that we're trying to address policy-wise. To get those things.
Who should 17 school contact to get more information?
Greater Rochester Health Foundation or Heidi Burke. You can reach out to her about when you can apply for that grant.
Well, give me contact information. I got Heidi Burke.
Yeah. If you go on their website, you'll find she's the program manager.
So what's the website again?
Greater Rochester healthfoundation.org, I believe, or if you Google that. Because I actually work for a different foundation, but I work for their schools. So I'm never on their website, but I know they have a good website. And then quickly, just wrap it up too, just so you know what I'm doing with education. I saw a real whole as far as parent groups working together and networking and sharing best practices. And the PTO president at 58 came to me and voiced his concern that she didn't think that the other parent groups were getting together to meet. And she brought this to the district, and they also saw a need for that. But they tacked on a special meeting at the end of a budget meeting, and then Van White spoke after the budget meeting for another 40 minutes. So 20 parent groups got about 5 minutes to talk. So we saw a real opportunity to show the district like how to do it the right way and give parents their own time, not tack them on someone else's meeting. And then if you know Van White, you know he can talk, and then for him to have him get up and talk. So June 3rd at the Strong Children's Museum, Finger Lakes Health Systems Agency in partnership with the Greater Rochester Health Foundation is going to host our first parent summit. So it's going to be a workshop of the 8 grant-funded schools with the PTO leadership coming together, along with some building staff and the parent engagement team from RCSD. And we're going to share best practices. We have Luis Perez. I don't know if you know him. He's the director of the Harley School for the Horizons at Harley School program. Is going to speak. I think he's really knowledgeable about parent engagement. And we just want to give parents their own time, and for them to network and share some best practices. And I invited the district because I can't run something like that for the whole district, but I hope they see what we do and maybe come up with some other ideas of how to make parents feel valued. And one of the reasons why I invited Luis, because with my dealings with him, he has a really good way of making you, just the way that he asks, he makes you feel like you're special. And so I wanted him to share that with the parents and to let them know how special they are. You know the need for parent engagement. You know the need for parent engagement. I know you're a professor and work at School 19, and you've been on the school based playing team, and we're all some way involved in education, making parents feel valued rather than just as a commodity, but just as a valued partner. And
Its summit's going to be at
the Strong, yeah.
What
So,
time?
June 3rd from 10 to 2:30.
2:30.
If you're interested in going, give me your contact information, and I'll see if I can.
Do you have to pre-register?
No. So, but if you give me your contact information, I'll make sure there's a spot for you. So we're really trying to get parents involved, make them feel valued, make them feel like they're a partner, and not just being spoke to. And that's my update.
Great.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Of course.